Hello dear students, welcome to science class. I'm sure that you're all very much interested to know about further topics in evaporation. So in the previous class we have discussed about evaporation and factors affecting evaporation. In this session we are going to discuss about how does evaporation cause cooling. In this session we are going to discuss about how does the evaporation cause cooling. Before that, as usual, we'll discuss one GK question. Okay, today GK question topic is some measurable quantities and their units. Some measurable quantities and their units. This is very important. Everybody must know measurable quantity as well as their units. First one is temperature. Temperature unit is Kelvin. Temperature unit is Kelvin, and symbol we will denote capital K. And second one is length. Length SI unit is meter. Length SI unit is meter, and we will denote symbol small m. Okay, and next third one is mass. Mass SI unit is kilogram. Mass SI unit is kilogram, and we will denote the symbol HKG. Capital K, small g. Okay, and next one is weight. Weight SI unit is Newton. Weight SI unit is Newton, and we will denote the symbol as capital N. We will denote the symbol as capital N. Next one is volume. Volume SI unit is cubic meter. Volume SI unit is cubic meter, and we will denote the symbol small m, cube. And next one is density. Density SI unit is kilogram per cubic meter. Kilogram per cubic meter, and symbol is capital K, small g, kilogram, m, small m, cubic meter. So cube we will write up. And last one is pressure. Pressure SI unit is Pascal, and symbol is capital P, small a. Okay. With that, we'll start today's session. How does evaporation cause cooling? How does evaporation cause cooling? In an open vessel, the liquid keeps on evaporating. In an open vessel, what happens? The liquid will keep on evaporating. Okay, and the particles of liquid absorb energy from the surrounding. So in the particles of liquid, what happens? They will absorb energy from the surroundings. So they will keep on absorbing energy from the surroundings to regain the energy lost during evaporation. For what? They are absorbing energy from the surrounding to regain, so to recollect the energy lost during evaporation. So in an open vessel, what happens? The evaporation will take place. And second one is particles of liquid absorbs energy from the surroundings. Why it is absorbing means it regains. Why it is absorbing? To regain the energy lost during the evaporation. Okay, and the absorption of energy from the surroundings make the surroundings cold. So what happens? Liquids absorb energy from the surroundings. So that absorption of energy from the surrounding makes the surrounding cold. Okay, it will absorb the energy from the surroundings and it make the surroundings too cool. Okay. So first paragraph, understand very clearly. But in an open vessel, what happens? Liquid will keep on evaporating. And next, the particles of liquid, it's keep on absorbing energy from the surroundings. Why it is absorbing energy from the surroundings? To regain the energy lost during the evaporation. Okay, and next one is that absorption of energy from the surrounding makes the surrounding to cool. It will absorb the energy and it makes the surrounding to cool. Okay, cold. And what happens when you pour some acetone? Acetone is nothing but nail polish remover. What happens to acetone? Acetone is nothing but nail polish remover on your palm. So nail polish remover, as soon as you pour nail polish remover on your palm, what happens? What you are feeling? How you are feeling? The particles gain energy from your palm or surroundings. So what happens? That particles will gain energy from our body or else from our surroundings and evaporate, cause the palm to feel cool, and it will evaporate. So that evaporate cause the palm to feel cool. Okay. Sunny day, people will sprinkle water. So on sunny day, what happen? People will sprinkle water on where? The roof or open ground. Roof or open ground. So you might observe that the people will sprinkle some amount of water in open area or open ground or rooftop. Why they are sprinkling? Because the large latent heat of vaporization, the large latent heat of vaporization of water helps to cool the hard surface. So large amount of latent heat of vaporization makes the surrounding, makes the surface to cool. So already we have learnt latent heat of vaporization is nothing but the heat energy required to change liquid to gas at atmospheric pressure at its boiling point. Okay, so what happens? When we are sprinkling some amount of water in a hard sunny day on rooftop or open ground, because we have to make the particular surface cool. Okay, and why should we wear cotton clothes in summer? Why should we wear? Usually everybody will like to wear cotton clothes on summer days. Is it or not? Why? Why we have to wear cotton clothes in summer? What is the purpose? Why we have to do? So during summer, we perspire. Perspire is nothing but give out sweat through the pores present in the skin. So usually our skin has some minute pores. Pores is nothing but holes. Okay. So what happens during summer? What happens that it will give out sweat through that pores of in that rest. Okay. So perspire is nothing but give out sweat through the pores of the skin as a result of heat. As a result of summer, we are perspiring, we are feeling more sweating, right? The water is coming out through the pores of the skin. Why? We are feeling hot as a result of heat. So during summer, we perspire more because of the mechanism of our body which keep us cool. So what happened? What mechanism is? So our body is evaporating the water and make our body to feel cool. Okay, and we know that during evaporation the particles at the surface of liquid gain energy from the surroundings. So already we have discussed in the previous paragraph that evaporation, whenever the particles evaporation causes cooling and the particles will absorb energy from the surrounding and it makes the surrounding cool. That we have discussed in the previous paragraph. And air from the surroundings or body surface and change into vapor. So why we should wear cotton clothes on summer? So during summer we perspire, we feel more sweating. So the water is coming out through the pores present in the skin as a result of heat. We perspire more because why? Because of the mechanism of our body, mechanism of our body, what? Which keep us cool. So when we are feeling more sweating, so the body is working its mechanism that it makes us cool. Okay, and we know that during evaporation, already we have discussed that evaporation causes cooling, we are discussing, and how the particles absorb energy from the surrounding and it makes the surrounding cool. All those things we have discussed. And the next one is the heat energy equal to the latent heat of vaporization is absorbed from the body, leaving the body cool. So what happened? The heat energy is equal to the latent heat of vaporization. So the heat energy is equal to what? Latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization is nothing but the amount of energy is required to change liquid to gas at its atmospheric pressure within its melting point. Okay, so this heat energy is equal to the latent heat of vaporization. So it is absorbed energy. It is absorbed from the body and leaving the body to feel cool. Okay, and cotton being a good absorber of water. So what happens? This cotton is being a good absorber of water, helps in absorbing the sweat. So whenever we are feeling sweat, the water is coming out through the pores of the skin. So what happens? This cotton is a good absorber of water. So it will absorb those water and exposing it to the atmosphere for evaporation, and it will expose those water to get evaporate. It exposes the water through to the atmosphere and it will get evaporation. Okay, why we want to wear cotton clothes in summer? Because cotton is being a good water absorber. It is a good absorber. It will absorb the water and it will expose to the atmosphere to evaporate. Okay, and why do we see water droplets on the outer surface of a glass containing ice cold water? So you might have observed that what happened? Water droplets of the outer surface of a glass containing ice cold water. So why it is? You see, let us take some ice cold water in a tumbler. Soon we will see water droplets on the outer surface of the tumbler. So what happens in tumbler, if you take some ice, so as soon as we will see some water droplets on the surface of the tumbler. So why it is? The water vapor present in air, on coming in contact with the cold glass of water. So already in air water vapor is present, so that water vapor is coming in contact with this cold ice water glass. So what happens? It loses energy and gets converted to liquid state, which we see as a water droplets. So why do we see water droplets on the outer surface of a glass containing ice cold? Why? Because the water vapor present in air, it will on coming in contact with ice cold water tumbler, it loses its energy. So automatically it loses its energy, and what happens? It converted to liquid state, which we have seen as a droplets. I hope everyone understood. Today we have discussed about evaporation causes cooling. Bye bye children.